What's up, guys? It is oh yeah. It's like I turn on the camera and my voice like changes a little bit.
Oh, that's what he was saying. I was just looking at you.
Oh, you're just looking at me? Okay. She always gives me shit because she's like, oh yeah, like you kind of have not a persona. I guess she does say a persona, but I think in front of a camera, people act differently. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at this. That was perfect. That is going on the vlog. Authenticity, guys. Yeah, today's vlog is gonna be about just raw, authentic self-expression and just like not trying to force shit and just being like really you. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Which I struggle with sometimes. Thanks, baby, for pointing that out. I got it. Yeah, no, you try being like if you get in front of a camera, like you alter. It's like getting in front of an audience of people. You're gonna speak differently, I think.
You want authenticity? Look at my legs in that shape. This is authentic.
Hey, so this day went by so quickly. Basically got a little bit of work done, but honestly not so much. So we had plans to go and have a photo shoot and all of that, but ultimately my girlfriend had a serious breakdown. She's okay now, obviously, but yeah, I think sometimes for me it's kind of tough for me to see like somebody that I care about like really going through some rough times. But I think she's been like kind of dealing with her own like sort of personal demons and stuff, and I'm dealing with mine, obviously. We're all human. But it was funny because today I had to take like a really big stand where I realized that I'm putting out a lot of content on social media and really telling people to live their best lives, and I want that for myself as well. But then with the people that are really close, that are closest to me, and like one of the closest relationships is probably the one that I have with her, where she's not necessarily doing that, and there's something that's missing for her, and I'm just kind of watching it happen and not really taking a huge stand for her. And so today I was just like, yo, like I had it in my mind, we're gonna have a conversation with her, and there's obviously an impact because I'm not able to like do some of the work that I wanted to do, but that this was like I realized that this was important for me, because if she's like good and she's like going full out with and just like living her best life, it's only going to have like it's gonna definitely positively impact me, in the sense that I know like I'll be happy just knowing that she's good, and she'll probably hold me to a higher standard as a result as well. And so yeah, that's kind of what happened. We had a real heart-to-heart today, and it was tough. She was throwing all of the works at me, and there were so many points where I was just like I just wanted to quit, to be like, screw it, this is not going anywhere. I'm trying and it's not working. But I think one of the things that I've really developed and gotten better at is just letting go of like my own opinions and thoughts and my ego, and like putting that to the side every time it comes up, and like, so this is stupid, like just do this. It's like, no, like this is a human being and they're dealing with something, and they're like, I went through my stuff, and I go through my things to this day, and just recognizing that, having empathy and really listening and trying to see what would make a difference for her. And I'm happy to say that we were able to come up with something that really that helped her come out of that. Like she saw like, oh man, like there's a new possibility for her in her life, and we're also just like playing this new game where right now we have a couple of rules. It's like we're not gonna have this type of conversation again, where there are a couple of big themes that come up, like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, or it's like I don't want to do anything, or There are like a couple of like, you know, those key things that we generally say to just like get people off our backs or to just avoid responsibility ultimately. And I do the same things. And so we kind of agreed that in our relationship we were not going to do that again. And we also agreed that, hey, you know, these types of interruptions, these breakdowns, sometimes it's like the other person feels compelled and like kind of obligated to help. And sometimes we need to go through that, I think. And if the other partner, if I'm like busy doing something, then I can say, hey, you know what, I can't deal with this right now, let's do this later. And you should talk to somebody else. And I think that's really powerful because there are so many people in our lives who want to contribute to us, but we don't necessarily give them that chance. I know I for one definitely do that, and it keeps people separate from me. It keeps people not really knowing what the hell is going on with me. And so if I don't have like just the safety of my girlfriend, who honestly sometimes we get so comfortable with each other, we indulge that small conversation, you know, that, oh, like I can't do this, I don't know what I want to do. Whereas our friends probably won't take that. They would probably get off of it, you know, like, or what are you talking about? And you know, that sort of social pressure will have us stop whining, complaining, or staying in this place of like inaction, essentially, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I think today was a really huge, big day for our relationship, and it was also kind of good for me to like take that stand for her and also practice just listening, because that's something that I've really been committed to like developing this year and making a difference for somebody. And like I'm starting to see my whole environment, this whole apartment that I'm living in, all my roommates, we're all like kind of coming in line, and like accountability is becoming like even more important now. And we're trying to form different games and like kind of like this tracking game to see what are the big habits and goals that we each have, and making sure that we're holding each other accountable to actually doing them. And it's so true, because like it's one of the things I'm a big advocate is like your environment, and like you're the average of the people that you hang out with the most. And so if everybody is like operating at a higher level, then you operate at a higher level. And that's why it was really important for me today to have that conversation with my girlfriend and some of my other roommates about some of the games that we're playing as well. And so for you guys, you know, who are those people in your life that are really important to you, and how are they doing? Are they like on similar wavelengths as you with respect to like some of the big goals that you have? And if not, like how can you, like what games can you play with them? What things can you do? Like how can you empower them to live their best lives, and thereby you live your best life? Because it becomes this positive feedback loop. Maybe leave a comment below and let me know, like, you know, who are those people closest to you, and do you feel that your environment is really empowering you? And if not, what actions are you going to take to make that happen? Okay? Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with somebody, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Deuces.